try this. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Get rid of that. Haha. Oh, of course. Still not working. Hold on. What's happening?
458 Airline, runway 23.
Oh, I see. All right. Get him! Hope you are all having a good day so far. Getting my glove back on. Welcome to Toronto Pearson Airport. There we go.
Tower beyond 5886, ILS 24 left.
We are live at Toronto Pearson, back in Toronto after our time away. Took the family on a vacation. We had a fantastic time. Weather was not great for streaming, but it was great for traveling and hanging out. So we had a good time. We're looking here at the Antonov that is still parked here in Toronto. And the first plane we're going to see land is going to be Piedmont 5886, an Embraer 145. That's the tower over there. Happy to have you all here. Happy to be back at Toronto Pearson, let me tell you. It's been a journey. Do I need to adjust that again? Probably. Yep. I gotta do some more adjusting of this tripod. It took a beating, I think, while we were traveling. Had it in the suitcase. And now it's a little bit loose. Gotta use the screwdriver here. Maybe we'll catch the Embraer first. Or not. There it is. Alright, I need to adjust this tripod or we're gonna have a bit of trouble. That's the problem with taking your setup on the road, is that it's banged around a little bit. So I'm gonna tighten a couple of these screws. That should do. Nope, not yet. There we go. I think that's a bit better. Much better. All right. Let's head back to camera 1. All right. All right. Without further delay, let's see what we got going on here. Up next, an Embraer Phenom 300 coming in from Teterboro. Windy. Little girl, next we have an A319 American Airlines. Pull the screen out. Wait a second. And the American is coming in from Miami. The Airbus A319 American 1572. Now, I will say I can't see a darn thing from this angle, so. Celsius, which is a little cooler than it has been in the last week, but it's supposed to be a cold week. And we got some 14 knot winds from almost the north, so it's a nice crosswind today.
Check 320-15-23.
And I will need to move all of this stuff to make sure I can get my headset out here. There we go. Better? Alright. More freedom of movement is what I'm looking for. The ability to get myself around the corner of this tripod as we watch this 319 coming in from Miami. Looks like on the other side we got a Royal Jordanian Dreamliner coming in. Trying to grab that for you here.
Royal Jordanian 271, wind check 3209, gusting 19.
It's coming in from Montreal. Not its origin point, but it did a stop in Montreal before it headed over to our little CYYZ over here. This is Jordanian 271 on a 7878 Dreamliner. Landing on runway 23 right now. Here at Toronto Pearson. On the downwind. Hopefully we get that coming in on this side. In the meantime, we have an RJ 900 Endeavour 4944 coming in from LaGuardia for Delta connection. Now I got to fly Endeavour on yesterday morning, coming back from Detroit to Buffalo. We did not a direct flight from Vegas to Buffalo. I flew in and out of Buffalo in case that wasn't obvious. Save some money flying instead of flying from Toronto. Trying to maximize the dollar there. And it was a nice little flight. So it was a plane much like it being a different flight, but who knows?
Session 110, it's probably going to be like 10 minutes. No problem.
Yeah, March 17th would have been yesterday, would have been Detroit to Buffalo. This was not the aircraft that I took, but same type. All right, and next we got an A321 Air Canada Rouge 1679 coming in from Orlando. I tried to observe, well, I thought I observed, on the Endeavour flight, I don't think I heard the word Endeavour anywhere. Now, if I was listening to air traffic control, I might have. They definitely wanted you to feel it was just another Delta flight. They didn't even call it a Delta connection while we were on the plane. It was just Delta. Whereas I believe on Jazz it says Air Canada Express. But, and I think the pilots' hats say Jazz on them. I did not note the pilot hats on the Endeavour, but. Thank you, Sparks. Appreciate that. Hey, Sean. Trip was fantastic. The Grand Canyon was probably the highlight for me. I had seen it before, but we went to a different side. My kids have never seen it. They were very much enjoying the scenery. Yeah, they had a great time. Fremont Street. They were living their best life. Although perhaps the other highlight for me was seeing Penn and Teller live at the Rio. I've loved Penn and Teller since I was a kid, and they do a great show.
Check 3207.
Sorry, I just had to check something. All right. This is not a good angle for me to stand at. I'm having a hard time seeing the screen here. I need to figure that out. I need a plan. Need a new plan.
Aircraft 419, number 1 down. Just to get a portion of the
see it better that way, I guess. It's the headset that's going to be an issue. Tried to get the Bluetooth ones working, but giving me troubles. Hope everyone is doing well. I gotta make one more quick adjustment here. Something's not looking right. Excuse me 1 second. Yep. Alright, so I'm just going to move the arrivals over. source that it's grabbing from, but that's all right. Okay, we're gonna have a heavy coming in a moment, but first,
Canada 931 Heavy on
before the heavy,
Air Canada 931 Heavy.
well, let's just look at it and then we can come back to it.
Final with 320, 13
I actually can't seem to find my button there. There it is. Where are we going? There it is. I lost the plane. Doing too many things at once. That's on me. Alright. But 777-300 coming in from Cancun.
Air Canada 419, exit Delta 4, cross runway 24.
Air Canada 931.
Wind check 320, 13 ducking 19. Air Canada 419, contact ground 1219.
I appreciate the unsolicited advice, but unfortunately the parking garage is not a good place to set up a stream. You get them going overhead, but that's about it. You don't really get them touching down. Not that we get the best view over here, but we get a little closer here. That is wind. Wind and a half. Yowza!
Just 969, contact bar turbo with 320, focus 21,
Oh my.
takeoff runway 23.
Oh my.
Air Canada 931, exit Delta 4, cross runway 24 right.
Exit Delta 4, cross runway 24 right. Air Canada 931.
Cruise 1940, Toronto
Oh
Tower,
my.
number 1.
Windy, windy.
Continue approach, routine runway inspection in progress, cross possible wake turbulence, 777 landed ahead with 330, 16 knots.
Alright. Yeah, we had a good time in Vegas. We saw lots of really cool things.
Air Canada
And,
931, contact ground,
The airport was pretty awesome too. Got a couple snaps of the 747 SP that they got over there. And we got some ramp action over here. Getting towed. Hey, we're on 24 left at the moment, Brian.
010, just 21, start takeoff, runway 23.
Runway 24 left, they're landing on right now.
1940 with 330, 17 knots, clear to land, runway 24 left.
A319 coming in next from Fort McMurray, that's Rouge,
Tower, number
1940.
319 mile final with 330, 17 knots, clear to land, runway 24 left.
Oh, the wind. Although it's not wet like it was when I was trying to do that remote Vegas stream. We got soaked. Can't see the glare there. crosswind happening today, though.
Press 593, cross runway 24 right.
Nicholas, I am sorry to hear about your... They say it's supposed to stay in Vegas. I guess that might have been just an advertising thing.
Push us all up, 320, 14, 13 on 123, again.
Alas. Dash 8 coming in next. Jazz 434 from Timmins.
Jet 1026, heavy tower, good day, line up runway 23.
That will be interesting. We'll see that one hit the wind.
Jazz 434 with you, carriage final.
Jazz 434, Toronto Tower, 330, clear land, runway 24 left.
Clear to land, 434.
See this Dash 8 coming in from Timmins. Yeah, I don't know if there's enough of a crosswind for them to switch to the 3.3s, but I know if it gets quite windy and wet, it's more in the cards. Although, that's a good question for Wednesday night's members-only meeting. We're in a Google Meet. We're going to have an air traffic controller from Toronto Tower to talk to the members on a Google Meet. So if you have a membership to the channel, the link will be posted as a members-only post. You'll be able to join us Wednesday evening. Now we're going to talk to Mick from Nav Canada, who works in the Toronto Pearson Tower. And the 3-3 crosswind question, I'm sure, will come up. So stay tuned for that. You can get your membership by hitting the join button on the channel. It also gives you access to custom emojis in the chat. But the members-only Google Meets are fun. We had one with an airline pilot a while back. People asked a lot of questions about types and things. And looking forward to that chat Wednesday evening with Mick. If you hear the British guy on the tower frequency, that's Mick. He is a viewer as well, and I also followed him for a while on his Twitch stream. So we get Wednesday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Get that Google Meet underway for members, channel members. Ask your pressing Toronto Tower questions. Jazz 555 coming in from JFK. Let's see what's going on in the tower.
Alright, 88 planning, Delta 4, cross runway 4 right.
lot of things happen. Busy week. Busy week.
Jet 994, contact Departure Airborne 320, 12 gun point, clear takeoff runway 23, Swan.
Departure Airborne, clear takeoff 23,
Challenger coming in. Challenger 350 from Bozeman, FlexJet 503.
Check 320, 16, 20. Area D81, contact ground 119, Charge 81.
Appreciate y'all being here on this windy and cold Monday. We're back for our Monday night show. We are Wake Turbulence Aviation, Toronto's only live stream YouTube channel for the airport.
Stars, Jet 5, Hawaii, correct. 555, Tower, 52, Challenger, mile final.
Our first show in a week. We did a show last Monday, and then I was off with the family to Vegas. We had a great time, no regrets. Except for that giant face tattoo I got of a slot machine. But, you know what? What happens in Vegas stays tattooed on your face. Just kidding, I did not do that. I don't think I can pull off a face tattoo, to be honest. Alright, we got Embraer 175 in next from JFK, Jazz 555. We're here on arrivals at runway 24 left. Of course, there are other arrivals happening as well. They're doing simultaneous parallel approaches in effect. Some of the heavies are being offloaded onto 2-3. Some of them are coming down here. Depends on how busy it gets. But we will see what the action is like tonight. I will stay until I am too cold to function. It's generally how I roll. As the approaching RJ 900 Endeavour 4921 from JFK. Now I should find out, is this the plane that flew me home yesterday? Probably not. You never know. Doesn't look like it. Same type though. RJ 900 Endeavour.
555, contact ground 121.
Nope. I will find it though. Maybe we'll see it one day. It was the Detroit to Buffalo RJ 900 yesterday morning. 21, Air Canada 168. And that is coming in from Edmonton, the capital of Alberta.
Canada A220, runway 23 to 1288. Number 4921, I've been around 1219.
Nice landing there. A lot of little ones coming in now from Miami. Up next, Air Sprint 654, Cessna Citation CJ3 Plus.
Target here is 654, this is 24 left.
Coming in 24 left. Behind that, a Learjet 75, private jet. That's coming from. Behind that, Embraer 170 Envoy for American Eagle from Chicago O'Hare. Nice little lineup coming in.
Canada A220, contact departure 30050, 21 clear takeoff, runway 23 slow.
Delta 4, cleared across runway 24 right, runway 3602.
Aircan 540, right back to final.
We're 5 knots, do it there now, 540.
Roger.
QO6 off tack final.
Order 206 Toronto Tower, wind 32013, gust 21, clear to land runway 23.
Clear to land 22, order 200. Get the, for 206.
32013, gust.
RJ900 from Detroit. Endeavor for Delta connection. Every time I see one of these now, I'm going to be looking it up to find out, is this the one that I flew on? Probably not. Every time, though. Oh, that was doing some Atlanta runs when I was flying from Buffalo. Although we do have a big heavy coming in, Air Canada A220. It's number 3 right now from Zurich on runway 24 left.
4 cross runway 24 right.
Delta 4 and cross right. Target Davis,
My ship will play number 2, volume 220, mile final.
A220 coming in from Seattle.
Under now, 1 to the 9. Butterfly 3 flaps in line, runway 23, frequency 1288.
Next one up is a 737 MAX 8 WestJet 1229 from Orlando, and then behind that we got the biggie, the beast, 777-300 Air Canada A220 from Zurich. There might be a special stream in a few weeks on a random weeknight because my wife is going to Berlin for work, and I want to see her go. So you can see now we got the MAX 8 and the triple behind it as they come in. Focus is a little off, sorry about that. Hold on. We will fix. Sometimes it gets knocked out on us. There we go. Here comes the beast.
Wind check 310, 14 gusting 22.
14 gusting 22 from the tower. Here comes the beast. doesn't seem to mind. He's a plane spotter himself. And I'm glad he could come out and join us. Oh, bag's going now. Alright, we may lose camera 2. I probably have to dangle it from something. I just don't have a... Let me get a bungee. Give me a second, folks. I gotta get a bungee. I'd rather miss one plane than lose my entire camera.
Flare 6417, line up runway 23, departure frequency 1288.
Line up and ready for runway 23, departure 288, flare 641.
Alright, see if this works. We got Air France coming in. Camera 2 is functioning. Alright. Let's get Air France and then we'll talk to Nick for a second.
Departure 288, flare 641, runway, sir.
So this is Air France 356 from Charles de Gaulle on an A350-900.
Travis 207, Toronto Tower, number 2, 6 miles from travel 350, 300, Jazz 706, underground 119. Returns on 956, contact barge airborne with 320, 13, got 18, 423, Roger, airborne, with the second to the 3, so 950, 956.
That was cool. A350. Well done.
Tower, Jazz 81.
Hey, Jason, thanks very much. Really appreciate that.
Jazz 81, Toronto Tower, number 2, 3 miles from travel 320, 1300, 15, gusting 21. Clear flight, runway 12.
Oh yeah, my gloves are garbage too. I've gone through them, so they're falling apart. I gotta get new ones. Alright, Orlando is our origin of our next flight. And this is Jetlines 207 on an A320. Jetlines also flies nice. appreciate that, Jason. It's nice to be back. We had a fantastic time in Las Vegas. And I got lucky to be on the right-hand side of the plane for a departure on the 26s. So we got the strip in view of my entire departure today. It is rough out here, folks. It is windy as all heck. All heck is breaking loose. All heck.
Land 24 left, we check the traffic, Jetline 24.
Hello, check.
Jetbus 20.
I got one more landing. Hey, thanks, Mandy. Don't go anywhere. Stay around for a minute, Mandy. I need you for a second. Stay around. Very kind of you. My wife, Mrs. Wake Turbulence, gifting 5 memberships. As the snow starts to come back, Ember at 175. Jazz. Coming in from Newark. Oh, I lost the view here. Sorry about that. Glare from the... It's going a bit rough here. Alright. Where did that thing go? That's not the thing. Thank you so much for that. Alright. Check 1, 2. Hey everybody. I just want to introduce you to someone here. This is Nick. Hello. Nick is another, jump in a bit. Nick is another plane spotter, I believe. How old are you again, Nick? 15 years old, and he's been spotting out here for a while now. I've probably met you about I guess a year ago or so when a bunch of times out here at Pearson. So Nick is awesome, and I'm glad to have you out here, Nick. I was really sorry to hear about your dad. That was Alex is one fantastic plane spotter from around Toronto, and we lost him suddenly last week, and we're very, very sad to hear about that. But you do some great photos too, Nick, and I'm so glad you could come join us today. And you're welcome anytime you want to hang out on the stream. You got my number now. Anytime, come and hang out with us. So, anything you want to say to the viewers? What do you say, Riley? Embrace the journey? Yeah. We're glad to have you here, Nick. Nick is an awesome human being. So we're going to dedicate our next stream later in the week to Nick's dad. And what I'd like to do is when we set it up, any sort of tip or donation we'll send towards the family. Because that was very, very devastating for all of us in the plane spotting community to hear about Alex. It's definitely noisy wind. Alright, next, A320 from Winnipeg, Air Canada 2 here, folks.
Wind check 320, 18 knots.
And thank you, Mandy, for gifting 5 memberships. So people who just became members can join us Wednesday evening for our members-only chat, where we're going to talk to Mick from the air traffic control. Very excited about that. 737 MAX 8 from Liberia. Sunwing 7125 on a swoop livery with the WestJet sticker. Oh, this wind is brutal. RJ900 coming in next. Jazz 935 from Philadelphia. Oh, it's cold. Definitely cold.
Sunwing 7125, exit Delta 4, cross runway 248, join Charlie.
Well, Mandy, if you're still there, tell the girls
Delta 4,
I love them and I will see them
full right,
a little later. Yeah, what did sorry about that, folks. I knocked out my headphones there. Yeah, looks like we got 22 knot gusts according to the current METAR data from my this is the radar box information. So I don't know if they grab it from the hourly METAR or whether it's more up to date. I imagine it's hourly. And we're reading 1 degree Celsius here at Toronto Pearson. So feels a lot colder, and Nick is absolutely right. All right, RJ from Philadelphia, battling this crosswind. I say battling, it's not that epic. It's just cold. Planes are designed for this. And next. Porter 512 coming in from Fort Lauderdale on an Embraer E195.
For left, Porter 512.
Still off in the distance, trying not to freeze. There we go. Now you see me, now you don't. Just my eyes were sticking out from my cold weather concoction. Although I did wish I brought a hat to Vegas. It was actually quite cold last week. And wet. Sorry? Oh, they'll warm your hands up nice. Hand warmers. Alright, so let's see the Porter as it comes in.
Wind check 330, 16, gust 21. Jazz 545, Curate, search for left. Good day, Jazz 545, Toronto Tower, number 2, Embraer. About a half-mile final, wind 330, 16, gust 21, runway 24 left. Runway 24 left, Jazz 545.
16, gust 21. It's interesting too, I think because of the crosswind blowing towards us, the wake of the 777 got like pushed quicker into our faces. Yeah, that one, it's thinner maybe, the microphone stand. This one is a bit more stuffed to catch the wind. Alright, and next we got Jazz 545, it's an Embraer 175 coming in from LaGuardia.
12, Delta 4, crosswind
That is
248, contact ground 1219.
still a ways out.
Right, 21.
We will see it shortly.
Wind check 330.
Gotta stay warm. Nick and I are dancing, trying to stay warm. I think John's coming in a bit. He said he was going to swing by. Flight spotter John, those who watched our Montreal stream will remember John and I were out there. That's awesome. John's a good guy. Coming in from Montreal, number 3, Air Canada 421. But first we'll look at Jazz 202 from Sault Ste. Marie on a Dash 8 Q400. See how this deals with the crosswind. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's always the ones you least suspect.
Wind check 330 at 18. Worldwide 82, contact ground on 1219, take that. 267 Carolina, Perfect. Charlie 421, contact departure on 120.
Alright, up next we got A220-300 coming from Halifax. Air Canada 615. Oh, it's cold. Oh, the hands, the cold, the wind. I'm gonna get that second pair of hand warmers out. I got a multi-pack, so lots of hand warmers. I'll even give John a pair when he shows up. More hand warmers, the longer I can stay out. So, I'd like to keep the stream going. Let's push back. Ooh, cool things happening. We got some Air Canada cargo.
Air Canada 267.
Pushing back over there. 767, the Air Canada cargoes. Really cool looking plane. So it's getting towed. Maybe it's not flying yet, but it's moving somewhere. I don't see a transponder on yet, but maybe we'll see it. Just a nice shot of that plane. Oh, let's head up to Air Canada 615, the 220.
Canada 421 heavy Transit out there, number 2. You're flying at 220.
Coming in from Halifax, capital of Nova Scotia.
Little land runway 24 left.
Here comes a go bus. Ah, we got a touchdown just as the go bus went by. Just remove the bushes. I did a stream once from across the street right up against the fence, but I was asked to move because you're not really supposed to be up against the fence. Alright, butter machine coming in, A330
Contact ground 1219.
300, and that's coming in from Montreal, Air Canada 421. It's a busy route when you can use wide bodies on such a short flight. Only departed 48 minutes ago. And sometimes I've seen 777s do this route.
Wind check 330.
cargo get to? Cargo's long gone now. I think it might be it over there. That could be the tail of the cargo. This is the Jaws game. I think up next we're going to have an RJ900 PSA Airlines coming in from Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte is a really cool airport. We flew to Charlotte on the way to Vegas. Sanjeev, I don't know. I'm going to say probably not. They're not making any more A380s, so any companies that add them would have to buy them used. So I mean, it is possible that when Emirates starts retiring them, if other airlines want to pick them up, they're just very expensive to operate, and there aren't that many airlines that can pull that off, except for like the big ones. And Emirates has a lot of money, so even if they ran them at a loss, I feel like Emirates doesn't really mind, because they're all about the experience. But smaller airlines that really struggle to stay in business, I don't know if we'll pick them up. But that's a good question. I honestly don't know. Jeffrey hates Charlotte Airport. It was a bit of a hike. I literally saw it for 8 minutes as we went from one American flight to another, but it looked cool. It looked kind of fancy. But what are the biggest gripes about Charlotte, Jeffrey? What's going on? I don't know enough. Like I said, I literally just ran from one gate to another, and it looks kind of cool. So I didn't really get to see any of the service or anything, but the bathroom was alright, I guess. Vegas Airport was cool. Actually, the slot machines are kind of neat. You know, you can before you leave, you can lose a bunch more money or win. Crowded airport. That makes sense. Yeah, it looked quite busy. We are braving the cold. If that's I don't know if that's Brittany or David who does the YouTube, but either one, we are braving the cold. Welcome to the show. RJ900 from Charlotte, American Eagle. Next one coming in. Back to the tower as I
Canada 460,
flip the camera around.
128.8.
There it is. Well, I was thinking I should go back to Charlotte at some point just to see more of the airport, but I'm guessing that's not a great idea. This is why I enjoy the viewers. I learn things I wouldn't know otherwise.
Tower quarter 304, tire expert 4 left.
Group 304, Toronto Tower, good day, number 2, RJ traffic, short final, the wind 32088.
I did enjoy Buffalo Airport, though, I gotta say. It was, that's a big truck. It was, pretty efficient. Not a huge airport, but it worked. It worked well. And seeing a bunch of Frontier planes, things that I don't get to see here in Toronto, is kind of cool. It wasn't busy. The parking was pretty cheap. I parked there the entire week. Maybe paid like $50 for the whole week. If that.
Blue Street 5030, continue across.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good idea flying from Buffalo. The only major issue was when I got back yesterday. We flew through Detroit, did switch planes. We had a Delta 321 to Detroit. And that flight was only 3 hours and 20 minutes, so needless to say, did not sleep a whole lot. And then the flight from Detroit to Buffalo was like 38 minutes.
Jet A39, Toronto target air number 2
Not much time to sleep once I got to take off and landing. And then I had to drive 2 hours back to Buffalo, so Saturday night was not a sleep-filled night. Maybe 2 hours. It was a zombie yesterday, it was a zombie today at work. I'm going to be a zombie most of the week, but it was worth it. It was because I was flying on March break.
Jet 347, 131,
Flying from Toronto was out of the question. to really, really look.
Quarter 304 exit.
Despite my love of aviation, I spent most of the week hanging with the family, doing family things like our trip to the Grand Canyon. I was very happy. Very happy with the time we spent. I'd go back to the airport. I would do that again sometime. Maybe that'll be a later on thing, but I don't know, we had a great time. I took my favorite photo I had ever taken. Not ever taken. My favorite photo of last week. I'll share it with you all here.
Thank you.
I did a panorama with my Fuji because I love my Fuji. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. Throw that on the screen there. Way too big, but I'll shrink it for you. It's a Grand Canyon panorama. I'll make sure I can get it all in here. There we go. That's my Grand Canyon panorama. I was, the lighting was just fantastic that night, and it was actually snowing when we were driving out there, and cloudy and cold, but then the sun dipped behind it came out from the clouds just enough at the last moment to get some really cool lighting, so I was very happy with that photo. I want to print that one, see if I can do a panoramic canvas, because the last time I went to the Grand Canyon was in the middle of a sunny day, like around noon. The photos did not look as nice. So I do like photography. It's something I've been into for a very long time, and now I mostly do the streaming stuff, but I still once in a while like to take pictures. Thank you both, appreciate that. So that was WestJet 710 from Vancouver on a 737-700. Thanks, Brian, appreciate that. Oh yeah, I think Brittany texted me about the lens cap. I was looking for it the other night when I packed up, and I couldn't find it. I assumed I just lost it somewhere, but I guess you found it on Dixie or something. So yeah, sure, if we run into each other. I mean, lens caps are not super expensive, but it saved me having to buy one.
Sorry, 2 for right parking and 121.9.
Alright, in next, 737 MAX 9, Icelandair. We have an A321 from Georgetown, Rouge 1831.
37 Bravo, exit is Delta 4, cross runway 24 right. Contact ground on 121.9.
I'm sure we'll run into each other. Sock, how you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you're well.
Okay, Rouge 19.
Cruising here on an Airbus A321 211.
Canada A220, Heavy Toronto Airline up from the Cedar.
Yeah, David, I didn't see her message initially because I was using my other phone. My Wake Turbulence SIM card gets free roaming, so I was using my alternate number. It's the line I use to do my mobile data streaming. And I can roam, so I roamed. Roam I did.
D-Mount 5886, contact departure, 128 flight. check 310, 14 gust 21.
Alright, we got a 321, another Rouge coming in, Rouge 1955. This is from Quebec City.
Tower, number 2, falling at 321, foot a mile final, wind 310, 15 gust 21. Clear to land, runway 24 left.
Another city I love very much, Quebec City.
Do you want me to go ready?
Alright, 6500, roger, plan on going after a 330 arrival about 4 miles final. Roger, sir. Okay,
I did see across the way we got an Air Canada A330 coming in on runway 23. Coming in from Vancouver, Air Canada 112. Other side of the airport though, at the moment.
Canada A330, contact departure 128, just line.
Cross 24 right on the other side, 21.9.
And then we will see on this side in a moment. Jazz 756 and RJ 900 coming from
Okay, Brickyard
Columbus.
4438, Toronto Tower, number 2, falling in RJ at 2 final. Wind at 310, 14 gust 21 knots. Clear to land, runway 24 left.
Copy the wind, gust, and clear to land, 24 left, we're good for 38.
Lynn, I don't know if I said hi to you yet, sorry. Hi, Lynn. I loved your little St. Patty's Day photo with the wee one. That was gorgeous. What a cute little kid. And Mel, good to see you. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a nice St. Patrick's Day. I was sleeping most of the day to try to sleep off my ridiculous airplane schedule. RJ 900. And a TTC bus.
Canada 112, exit Hotel 4, Toronto Hotel, contact 125.
Hotel 4.
What do we got here? 175 Republic 4438. Brickyard. Coming in from LaGuardia.
Delta 4, cross runway 248, contact ground 129 off, tonight.
Number 175 LR.
Wind check 310, 13 gust 21. Canadian Skywest 5462, Toronto Tower, number 2, falling another Embraer, their short final. Wind 310, 13 gust 21 knots, clear to land, runway 24 left.
Clear to land, 24 left, sky west, 5462.
Lose our light a little bit here. I go full manual when I use the Fuji, so I just make some adjustments as the light disappears. Looks like Embraer following Embraer. We got a number 175 LR coming in from Chicago O'Hare, and that is a Sky West flight. Let us more light on the situation. Sky West 5462 will be our next aircraft. That's too much light on the situation.
Brickyard 4438, exit right at Delta 4. Cross runway 24 right, contact ground 121.9, take care.
Delta 4, cross 24 right, and 219 Brickyard.
Tower low west at 6641, visual for 24 left.
Today Western 654, Toronto Tower, your number 2, flying an Embraer, they're about a mile and a half.
A coffee would be nice, yeah, just with a little milk in it, if you don't mind. Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. We'll see you in a bit. Large. Thanks, buddy.
Envoy 3602, wind 300, 12, gusting at 19. They're taking off runway 23.
questions on what I am shooting with. So let me just pull up the shot here briefly. So this is a Fuji XHS2. The lens I'm currently using is a Fujinon 50-140 f2.8. It's a crop sensor, so it's got the effective range of 210 millimeters on a full frame camera.
Delta 4, cross runway 24 right, contact ground.
737-800, WestJet 664, coming in from Calgary, sorry.
There's a last runway 23.
Let's see if I can get a better shot here, but I quite like this camera. I take it with me when I travel too, so this did my photos of the Grand Canyon and Las Vegas, which I'll probably share over on my photography Instagram, but yeah, I like it very, very much, and I'm currently, I'll show you the back here real quick, not that you can see much detail, but it's plugged in with an HDMI, the HDMI out plugs into my capture card on the computer, which I run through OBS, so you can see everything I see, and I also have USB-C, so I can charge it as I go. And then everything runs in through my OBS with my two cameras, and I can actually throw up the arrivals board there so we can see what's going on. I think that arrivals board moves. Anyways, it does. It's not a consistent feed, so sometimes the airlines get cut off. Anyway, yeah, and then while I'm running this, actually what I'll do, let me just go back to my main camera for a second. Just because I do get a few questions now and again about how my whole setup works. I'm always happy to share. Let me just head over to the main camera, and then I will grab camera 2 to give us a little insight. On OBS. So I can go from camera 2 to camera 1, in which I disappear, back to camera 2, so while I'm doing stuff on camera 1 if I need to fix stuff, I can do a dual split screen, so I can be over here at the same time as you can see what's on camera 1, and I know camera 1's getting a little dark, so I can adjust the shutter a little bit. And then I have my stay tuned screen here, and then I have the reset screen, which reminds everybody where we are. We are Wake Turbulence Aviation, so please subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a like. Thanks for joining us. Very happy to have you all here. And yeah, that's a little bit. And then I have the webcam set up here for when I need to chat otherwise. Or I can go back to my main screen and I can pop the webcam up in the corner. And I can put the webcam wherever I like. Right now it's just sitting on top of my laptop, so not being super useful, but there it is anyway. So yeah, it's a little bit of how my my setup works here. I've been in touch with the folks at the Trenton Air Show about live streaming, so I'm hoping they've passed me on to the show team with the recommendation from the media folks, so I'm hoping that I will be able to officially live stream the Trenton Air Show, the Quinty Air Show this year at CFP Trenton. I'd love to be able to bring that to you. I'm a big fan of air shows. We had such a good time at London and such that it would be amazing to see the Trenton one again, because it was such a good show. I was at the last one they had. Alright, so up next we have an A321neo Transat 347 from Rio Hato. And then we have a Dreamliner 7879. I think it's our first 7879 on this side of the airport tonight on the stream. And the Dreamliner is Air Canada 935 from Canada. Hato, Julie. So many view choices.
Wind is 310, small gust 17, clear takeoff runway 23.
Britt and David together at last in the same location that we've always been waiting for. Alright, 321neo coming in from Rio Hato Transat 347. Love the neos. I'm just happy you can all join us for this cold and windy Monday evening show here at Toronto Pearson. It's awesome having Nick around as well. He just stepped out for a bit to go grab a warm beverage. Don't blame him. And yeah, I will give more details to the channel as we go, but I'm going to be dedicating an upcoming stream to Nick's dad, Alex, who a well-known member of the Toronto plane spotting community who we lost suddenly last week.
Transat 347, exit belt 8, crossway 24.
Lovely guy. The last time I saw him, we were all over on runway 05. It was after my really cold in-the-car stream, and a bunch of us met over on that side of the airport to try to take a picture of Condor. And he really wanted to come with John and I to Montreal as well. It didn't work out. And
I'm sorry, say the last comment, I missed it.
we're all saddened by that news. And my heart goes out to Nick and his mom.
Was Transat will save that meeting down there. Sorry about that.
So we're going to be dedicating an upcoming stream, and I'll let people know what it is, because any tips and anything that we get on that stream, I'm going to donate directly back to the family to help cover their expenses during this difficult time. So I'll let people know ahead of time, so it's not like a surprise, so people can feel a little bit more giving, I hope.
Fraction 754, Lima, wind is 310.
Nick's only 15. It's too young. I lost my dad suddenly when I was 23, and it was horrible life-changing event. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. So big Toronto plane spotting hearts go out to the family.
Okay, 57 heavy, continue number 1, departing on global, wind is 310, 16, expect clear, so 2 miles long.
From Punta Stealth, Brittany. Super stealth. Anyways, so yeah, we're a little heartbroken over here. Oh, look at that! Ooh, fancy coffee. you, sir.
Your choice, cross
Appreciate that, Nick.
248, and ground is 121.9. You have a good night.
That's totally, yeah, that's cool.
Okay, cross
Unless we get a
24,
giant
right,
gust of wind.
and,
777-300 on the other side of the airport, coming in from Heathrow, or Canada A220, a ways away. Still looking cool though. I was using the day camera to do a nice zoom on this, but I went right to Fuji. It was much darker when I got here. I arrived in the middle of a bunch of snow. Yeah, it was gross. Exactly.
Fishburne 668, Toronto Tower, good evening, 310, 13 gusting 20 knots. Caution wing turbulence, prevents arrival to 767. Clear to land, runway 24 left.
Tower Hello, Jazz 708 with you on the ILS 24 left approaching Carrick.
Good day, Jazz 708, Toronto Tower, your number 2 flight citation, there 2 final, wind 30013 gusting to 20 knots, clear to land, runway 24 left.
Clear to land 24 left, Jazz 708.
Jazz 786, wind 3209, gusting 16, clear takeoff from right 23. Shamrock 1 Mike November, Toronto Tower, line up runway 23.
I line up runway 23, Shamrock, come on.
I appreciate that, thank you. All right, we got a Cessna Citation coming in on runway 24 left from Naples. Not to be confused with the Italian Naples.
Wind check 30013
I don't think.
gusting 20.
No, it doesn't look, it's coming from the south. Probably Florida. I'm not zooming out to find out exactly, but it's the only other Naples that I'm aware of. Imagine though.
Jazz 786, contact departure 128.8.
Hey, Jazz 786.
Shamrock 1 Mike November, wind is 310, gusting 16, clear takeoff from right 23.
Shamrock taking up on 23. I think I saw that arrive as I was pulling up earlier in my car before I decided to take a break and get some coffee.
10, gusting 16.
I do enjoy when the light does this though. We got the really cool
Fishburne
beams coming in.
Delta 2 and cross runway 248. Contact ground on 1219.
It looks really cool.
1936, wind 310, 10 gusting 16.
The more you play with the settings, the more you find what works. It took me a while before I started getting really comfortable with manual. But now I won't shoot automatically.
Good day, Brick here, 3453, Toronto Tower, number
RJ900 Jazz 708 coming in from Cincinnati.
Shamrock 1 Mike November, contact departure 128.8.
Yeah, that is an Antonov 124, which landed over 2 years ago to drop off some COVID supplies, and then Canadian airspace was closed to Russian aircraft shortly after that, and that plane could not leave. It's been here since, I think, February of 2022.
708, Delta 4, cross runway 248, contact ground 1209, have a good night.
Delta 4 cross 248 over ground on the other side.
Next time John and I go to Montreal, you should go with us. had the best of luck with our streams lately, with the weather. But we have fun regardless. Even if I only stream for an hour, I'd rather come out and try and have a good time. So, life's about the journey that we are embracing.
Their short final, the wind 310,
From Dulles, Brickyard, 3453, on an Embraer 175. That's Republic Airways for United Express.
7056, continue number 1, wind is 320, slow for burning truck.
A little bit, yeah, I would just, what shutter speed?
Air Canada 123, 320, slow down, clear takeoff, runway 23.
Clear takeoff, 23, Canada 123. Ground is 121.9, have a good one.
Delta 4 cross 24 right over to ground point number, Canada 3453.
Canada 990, just going to adjust the lighting, it'll go down just a bit.
Roger, Canada 99.
Canada 23, 105.
Wind check 310, 13.19.
MAX 8 from Mexico City, Air Canada 990.
Tower hello for 120, establish ILS 24 left.
If I had a nickel for every time I've hit my head on the tripod, I'd be rich.
321, 24 left for 120.
Embraer 195 coming in next, quarter 120.
Canada 990 exit.
And that's coming in from Montreal.
Ground 1219.
Montreal.
Delta 4 across the
Just
28.
in case you couldn't figure it out. Oh, thanks, Doc. Appreciate that. When the wind is not blasting out our sound, we're doing all right. Can you come to our Google Meet on Wednesday where we're talking to Mick from Air Traffic Control? Tower, very excited about it. You can see the
Light up 23, 17.
Canada 4598, Delta 4, crosswind 248, contact ground on 121.9, have a good night.
Okay, Delta 4 and cross 24 right. Bye-bye, Air Canada.
Yep. Wind check 310 at 50.
Just talking cameras with Nick. Oh, we got the Yow emojis. Thanks, folks. You guys are awesome. From Detroit, Delta Connection, Endeavor RJ900. Are you the plane that brought me to Buffalo from Detroit on Sunday? Probably not. Stranger things have happened.
Okay, Route 1900,
Endeavor Air for Delta Connection. Once we flew from Detroit to Buffalo. It's the second leg of our journey. I'm going to look because I'm always curious to see where this plane was a few days ago. On March 17th. Where were you playing?
2403 there.
Oh, you flew a lot. No, you were doing Minneapolis, Columbus, and Minneapolis. You did get to Detroit later in the day, but you didn't do Detroit, Buffalo yesterday morning. All right. Good to know.
Endeavor 5121, exit at Delta 4, crosswind 248, contact ground on 121.9, have a good night.
Tower, Jazz 362, Kyrex 24 left. Tower, Jazz 362, Island 24 left over Kyrex.
Number 2, 319, short final, 1310 at 16, clear to land, runway
Just had a
24 left.
smelly Rouge plane come by. A lot of jet fuel. That one left its mark on our nasal passengers. That was a Rouge 1900 from Ontario.
Category 1, line 1, full short from 333.
Category 1, full short.
Daz. What am I saying? I was going to say Daz. Jazz and Dash 8. I was trying to say two words at the same time. I was coming up with Daz. That's my new airline, everybody. Daz. Daz Express. A Jazz Dash 8 is coming in next.
Rouge 1900,
Windsor,
Delta 4,
Ontario.
crosswind
This is
248,
flight
contact ground on
362.
121.9, have a good night.
Mel, I would have enjoyed streaming from Vegas if I could have lasted more than 45 minutes. I got completely soaked. I would do it again in warmer weather, maybe like May. But I can no longer afford to do anything with my life because that Vegas trip cost me too much money. So no traveling for a bit. Road trip in the summer, maybe. I'll definitely go back to Montreal.
Wind check 310 at 16.
Although I do have a bunch of aeroplan points to spend, so maybe I'll do a plane spotting weekend somewhere not too ridiculous. When it's warmer. I'd hate to spend all that money specifically for plane spotting and then not even be able to plane spot because the weather doesn't hold out.
Jet bus 9347, caution jump box from the 330, line up on late runway 23.
Up next, we got another Yow! A220.
Ground on 129 off, have a good night.
All the Yows.
24 right, ground
Air Canada 455 will be coming on runway 24.
Traffic, wind is 310, 1250, 17.
Of course, I can't see it yet. Tiny screen. Let me see if I do this.
Cover 2403, contact
Sounds good.
departure 1
Yeah, see where Johnny's at? like, where's Waldo over here? I had to go full,
Clear to land, runway 24 left.
Sillaways out. Looks like it's barely moving just because of the angle and such. Remember Where's Waldo? Or in the UK they call him Wally. Oh, thank you, Mel. Gifting a membership. Mars, welcome to membership. Now that you're a Wake Turbulence member, Mars, you can join us Wednesday evening for our members-only Google Meet, 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We're going to be talking to Mick, who works in the Toronto Tower for Canada Air Traffic Control.
That's 9347. Take off on Mickey.
Ask all your questions about the 3-3s. I'm enjoying this illusion of a slow-moving Yao A220. Thank you, Stream Elements, for telling me the same bit of information many times. I guess it's better than not telling us at all. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Alright, A220 coming in from Yao, Air Canada 455. For those who may be joining us for the first time, Yao is the YOW, which is the airport code for Ottawa, which is the capital city of Canada. So, Yao is our Washington, D.C. But, yeah, Ottawa is where the Parliament is, where they do all the laws and such. And it is about a 4.5-hour drive here, depending on traffic. Yeah, indeed.
For 1659, Toronto Tower.
Rouge 1659, checking in. This is coming in from Tampa on an A321-211.
For Canada 455, Excel 4, cross runway 248, contact ground 1219. Have a good night.
Delta 4, cross 248, 219, Air Canada 455.
I see what's happening. There it is. A321. There is definitely a crosswind.
Wind check 320 16.
What's that? What is that over there? That's weird. I'm not going to deal with that in a minute. Remove one thing at a time, I guess, and see what happens. Okay, so it is on that box. We get that.
Crossway 248.
I figured out where the offending bar is coming from. There we go. There was an extra little bit of I changed the color of my bar at the bottom, and I was getting all these weird things occurring. There we go. All right. Figured it out. Okay, so up next we got an RJ900, and this is coming in from St. John, New Brunswick. Jazz 499er.
Alright, this is ED3 Tower, number 2. Chat 684, wind 330, 15 gust 20, clear takeoff.
499er.
Aircan 153 Tower, guys ready?
Niner.
Aircan 153, last turn, 23, so 1 please, that's 40.
Having some fun in the wind today. I found the offending source of the white box on the screen. WestJet 2521 just cleared to land, and that, well, I'm seeing a 330 coming in, Star Alliance livery. Looks like it's number 3. I'll have to catch that one. So a 737-700 is WestJet 2521.
That's correct, 499.
Ah, there he is. And flight spotter John is just pulling up, so that'll be cool. Got a whole plane spot party going on. WestJet 2521 coming in from Nassau. Still a ways out in the distance. But number 3, so after this there's an RJ900, and then not rapidly gaining on it, but behind it. Going, I think 20 knots slower actually, maybe 25 knots slower, is A330 Star Alliance livery, Air Canada 7057 from Montreal. Jazz 748 is an RJ behind this WestJet.
7 to 800 feet final.
RJ's coming from Charlotte.
Aircan 92 heavy rocket.
Hit that subscribe button, folks. Really helps the channel out. Really appreciate it. Lovely to have you out there. Thanks for joining our little community. Tips and super chats are available. Helps the channel a lot. And helps keep us a little bit sustainable. We're not really a sustainable operation. It's very expensive, but every little bit helps. I really appreciate it. You're all wonderful. And you can also, if you want to buy a membership for the channel, you can use our custom emojis and also join us for our monthly Hangar Huddle, which is our Google Meet. And this month, 2 days from now, we're going to be having a chat with Mick, the Toronto Tower. He's an air traffic controller. And we can get all of our pressing questions about how things work up there answered. When do we use the 3.3s? Why do we use the 3.3s? Why don't we use the 3.3s when it seems like we should? I've chatted with Mick a few times, so I've learned a few things along the way. But a chance to get your questions answered. This is only available for people with memberships. This will not be broadcast publicly, so join in if you like.
That worked good. Up here, Aircan 757 to the Canada 7057 Heavy Toronto Tower.
almost all Toronto airports, not Toronto, almost all Canadian airports start with Y. But yeah, off the top of my head, I don't remember why that is. But there is a reason. Alright, Air Canada 7057, the A330 Star Alliance livery. Oh, I went too excited on the shot there. Here we go, coming in from Montreal.
Yeah, 740 cross runway 24. Okay, 92, contact square 21 today.
Beautiful aircraft with 10,000 trucks here in Toronto.
Again, 618, cost possible 787, departure ahead, wind 31012, gust 19, clear takeoff, runway 23. 23, clear takeoff, start mark, Canada 618.
And next, we got a Dassault. I unplugged my headphones. There we go. Dassault Falcon coming in next from Teterboro. Private plane.
Contact ground 129, sure. Tower, good evening, Proper 431 with you on the ILS runway 23 at Hong Kong. Proper 431, Toronto Tower, let me know where you're parking. Traffic just 30 0, wind 310, 50, just 22, clear to land runway 23. Clear to land 23 and we'll be parking at signature Proper 431. Roger.
Tower platform Montreal ILS.
Double shot there. Behind that, we're seeing a Rouge from Fort Lauderdale. A321, flight 1627. Behind the Falcon. And behind the Rouge, I don't know if we can see it yet on the screen, but... Oh, sorry, no, that is... Wait, behind that is a Yao flight. Nice. We got the Lufthansa Dreamliner pushing back over at the terminal there. Only another just over a week. Actually, almost 2 weeks, and we got the 747 returning. March 31st, LH470 will be once again served by a 747-400. Lufthansa. Now the Dreamliner. Oh, it could be in view here. Let's have a look.
Roger, thanks.
That's a Dreamliner. Rouge 1627 from Fort Lauderdale on an A321. And behind that, we got a Yao, baby. Air Canada 457 on a 220 from Yao. Behind this
Rouge 1627,
A227 Falcon and the exit wind is through 32060, got 21 clear line, runway 24 left. Copy that, you contact Ron 11 on the same signal. Air Canada 457 Toronto, there you are.
Alright, the Owl plane is next. Of course, it's far too bright. Let's do that for a second. As the light shifts, gotta keep switching back and forth with my shutter speed.
Tower, Canada 0.
Sometimes it's too dark, sometimes it's too light. A220 300 coming in for Ottawa. Air Canada 457. Yowza! Yeah, baby. Oh, it's cold. It is cold.
It was just 437.
Lufthansa's up to.
Air Rouge is 952 Island, 24 left, 170. Jazz 952 Toronto, you're number 2 is 737, about 3.5 miles ahead of you, wind 320, 15 points, clear land, runway 24 left. Air Canada 457, keep the speed up for Delta 4, please.
I'm gonna get warm for a moment in the car. Let me just got Nick here running the camera. It's hard to find in the Zoom. There you go. I might be out of a job soon. Here we go. The turn is tough. Good job, Nick. Alright, I'm just gonna get warm for 1 minute.
France A220, contact ground 121.9, see ya. Turkish 17 Whiskey Heavy, Toronto, sorry, good evening, you're number 1 now, RJ touching down, the wind 310, 16, 22, clear to land, runway 24 left.
Not bad, Nick. Good stuff. I'll grab that off you. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's nice having friends help you out. I can get warm for 5 seconds. I'm back just in time for Turkish 17 Whiskey from Istanbul. So, Turkish Airlines flight 17, and the call sign is 17 Whiskey from Istanbul, 777-300ER.
Jazz 952, cross runway 24.
cold, yeah. Just for a quick moment while we're waiting, this is unrelated to airplanes. I don't even know if I can see it over here, but there's a billboard over there. Oh, it changed. The billboard changed. I can't even see it. Oh, apparently Mamma Mia's coming back. We just watched the billboard ads. I was an ad for Les Mis, which I'm excited is returning. Les Miserables. The musical. Oh, he'll come back. Hold on. We gotta watch airplanes. There was a bit of a lull, so I was seeing what was over there. Embraer 175, Republic. This is a brickyard. Montreal, Air Canada 423. See what I mean about that route? Dreamliners and 330s and 777s on a 45-minute flight. It can't be 45 minutes. This departed 44 minutes ago. And it is the little Challenger's going at 126 knots airspeed, and the Dreamliner is closing in at 167 knots. I'm sure we'll have lots of room. You can see them both over here. The Challenger and the Dreamliner chasing it.
Again, 543, contact departure
128 Air Canada 5.
And behind the Dreamliner is the 737-800 WestJet 2033 from Georgetown.
15.623, clear takeoff for runway 23.
Chase is on.
Tower Turkey at 423.
Air Canada 423, Toronto, you're following a Challenger. There are a mile final ahead of you, the wind 310, 18.27, clear to land runway
779. Montreal.
That's Jet 783, looks like you have built 2 there. Cross runway 24.
Cross 24, license Jet 783.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to our Monday night stream of Lake Turbulence, although it is freezing cold. Dreamliner down. Oh, the wind keeps hitting me. Ouch.
The wind 310, 18.27. There's the last one. The 471, contact departure 1 today.
Hit that subscribe button, everybody. Join us. Happy to have you here. We're Wake Turbulence Aviation Live. Oh, thanks. Oh, I appreciate that, Nick. Saving the coffee. Saved my computer. Could have spilled all over it.
Canada 423.
Wake Turbulence Aviation Live from Toronto Pearson Airport. We're looking at arrivals on runway 24 left tonight in a blistery cold, brutal crosswind right in our faces. Up next we got WestJet 2033 coming from Georgetown. This is the 737-800. NG.
Question 2033, yeah, you are clear to land. The wind again, 310, 19, gust 27.
Okay, clear to land 24 left, 20.
That was a gust.
Canada 423, alright, Delta, contact 121.
Right on, Delta, ground 121.
Good job.
That's 544, contact departure 128. For departure, Jazz 544, have a great day.
It's a bad wind, eh? Really wants to. I got a... Flight radar is very confused about this Skycare plane coming in.
Question 2033, Delta 8, cross runway 24.
Maybe that's going to 23. There's a 319 coming in, Rouge 1203, or Air Canada 1203 with the Rouge.
Toronto, low Phoenix Star 303, medevac.
What's the Rouge, sir? Alright, the medevac is on 23. I think that's the radar was a bit confused. There's a Rouge coming in from Miami on a 319.
8530, 3 medevac, just confirm clear to land, runway 23.
Clear to land, runway 23, Phoenix Star 303.
Oh, it is brutal, brutal cold. I know. Last weekend, the weather was fantastic last week. But, we always get that end of March little
Question
cold
2033,
snap.
contact ground 129, away.
Tomorrow, no, I will not be live, unfortunately. But that would be cool if I was. But there'll be a bunch of plane spotters out, I'm sure, to catch it.
Sorry, Canada 12-0,
Catch some pictures and some videos, maybe?
Canada
But,
1203,
no, I will not be
number
live
one,
tomorrow. I
wind
will be,
310, 21.
busy doing life stuff.
Clear to land.
I will be back, I believe, on Friday with my next stream. Weather permitting, of course. If it's any colder than this, I might just stay in my car. Which is also not impossible. Although daylight savings time means it is 7:30 and we still have daylight. This is still daytime conditions. So that is fantastic. And when the summer comes in, we're going to get even later daytime streams until like after 9.
303 Medvac. Continue complex under ground 12165.
Fuji gets a little break for a lot of the summer. Rest well, my friend. Alright, I see an Air Transat A330 from Punta Cana coming in 22 minutes. That butter machine looks like it will be the end of the show.
Air Canada 1203, cross runway 24. Cross your flight, Air Canada 1203.
If I can hold out that long. It is actually getting a little bit brutal right now. It might end earlier. See what we can do. See what we can do. I'm going to take a short warm-up break. Let's get a little bit more light on the... Sure, Nick, if you want to move the camera around a bit, I'm going to sit
Canada A220 Heavy. Traffic is not ready, so just line up and wait runway 2. Line up and wait for Canada A220. Here's Brady 20, Toronto, hello, number 1, the wind 31019, 1726, clear to land, runway 24 left. Air Canada 150, Delta 4, cross runway 248. Delta 4, cross right here, Canada 1.
2507, ILS 24 left approach.
Washington 2507, Toronto, your number 2 is go back, sir. Half mile final, wind 310, 19, go to 24, clear to land, runway 24 left.
Clear line, 24 left, 2507.
Rouge 734, contact ground 129, thank you.
Alright, thank you, Nick. Appreciate that. Oh, sorry. Sometimes you get, yeah, sneaks up on you sometimes. Thank you, Nick. That allows us to watch some planes while I get a little bit warm. It's getting a bit dark on the stream too. Let's brighten that up a bit. There we go.
745, northbound, wing Turbulence. 787, depart head, wind 300, 15 to 23,
It is quite a bit cold. Just gotta fix the balance a little bit here. There we go. Tripod takes a licking sometimes. Very much appreciate that. We'll get Nick a microphone next time. So when I'm warming up, we can get some commentary. All right, we got WestJet 2507 coming in from Puerto Plata. 737-700. Oh, you warm up, yeah. It's brutal out here. I don't blame you.
Jazz,
I was going to end the stream, but there's a 330 coming.
7 at a mile final, the wind is 320, 18, gusting 24.
330 coming, maybe 10 minutes.
Clear 1601, take ground 119, sure. Ground 1601, thank you.
It is hard to track in this temperature. Holy moly.
Air Canada 125 with 300, 15, gusting 23, clear takeoff, 0.23.
One degree does not feel like one. The wind chill. Oh, the wind. Even at like 10 degrees, the wind can be brutal. I was finding it cold in LA at the end of the street.
4 across 2 for right, like this, 2547.
Well, according to
38,272.
Google, it feels like -3. Although I have definitely been out in -3 and found it much more reasonable than this. RJ900 Jazz 787 coming in from Ronald Reagan Airport in Washington, D.C.
Yep.
You can have the smoothest tripod in the world, but if you are legitimately shivering, it makes it challenging to keep that focused. Transat, 8 minutes away. Airbus A330-200 from Punta Cana. Transat 187. That's Tyler. Maybe in July I could do a Winnipeg stream. It's not anytime soon. Thank you for making me laugh. It's keeping me
number
warm.
1 with 310, 22,
Appreciate you all.
27, clear to land, runway 24 left.
Clear to land, 24 left, Air Canada.
departure 128.
Well, heck, Winnipeg is currently 6 degrees with a 12-knot wind. It is warmer in Winnipeg right now than it is here at Toronto Pearson. That's weather for you. Winter Peg is warmer Peg than Toronto. Torontundra, we'll call it today.
Secure 4438. Caution possible wake turbulence 787 departed ahead. Wind 300. 22. Quick takeoff runway 23.
Mamma mia.
300. 21 727.
Now we got a Max 8 from Puerto Vallarta, also in the downwind. Transat behind it. And the Winnipeg A320 Air Canada 268 about to land on runway 24 left. A220-300. I would love to fly a 220 to Chicago. That would be cool. I went there once on an RJ900, which was also cool.
4125, wind 310, 1722, clear takeoff.
There's the 220 from O'Hare.
Canada 268, Delta 4, cross.
Looks like they're going to give the Transat a little bit of a wider,
Delta 4 cross 24 right here.
longer downwind. It's not going to turn base right away because otherwise it would catch up very
Wind
heavily
check
to that
300,
Max 8. So they're going to let Transat run a little bit longer for spacing.
Radio 3466 tower, line up runway 23.
Well, thanks, Mel. That's I'm definitely not streaming from Alert. In fact, I wouldn't even know how to get to Alert. I guess you have to fly a military plane. And it's Canada's northernmost settlement. There's a military base there. Or a military outpost or something. Weather station? Oh, there's something up there. I don't think it has regular residents. A220 from Chicago.
4125, contact departure 128.
128, Toronto 125.
Radio 3466, wind
Lovely landing. Up next, the 737 MAX 8 from Puerto Vallarta. 2 minutes out. Air Canada 936.
Air Canada 504.
So here's the day cam.
Forward, cross runway 24.
Working in the night right now. A little bit different level of lighting we get, on that one. And then to compare, this is what the Fuji is currently seeing. So very different. I'm glad we have that. You can actually see up the tower there at the top. Not much movement right now. They're probably sitting down, but they're probably also looking off the one there.
Air Canada 504, contact ground 1219, good night.
Oh, a Sunwing 737-800 is 5 minutes out. We'll have to catch up. Appreciate you all. Thank you, Skittles. Much appreciated. You're awesome. We love Skittles. Unrelated, I found a half-open, half-finished pack of Skittles in my back seat. You know, when you have children, and all of a sudden your car becomes a cesspool of candy garbage. And that's unrelated to this Skittles.
Instructor 303 medevac, wind 300, 1523 from Bravo, clear takeoff runway 23.
737 MAX 8 from Puerto Vallarta, and you can see the Transat butter machine behind it. I think that was from Punta Cana, is what we said? Yep, Transat 187, A330, 200 from Punta Cana. And this is a 737 MAX 8 from Puerto Vallarta, Air Canada 936. Landing on runway 24 left here at Toronto Pearson. I'm excited. Speaking of butter machines, I'm excited to put together my little model I got in Las Vegas. Went to the airplane shop and got a Air Lingus A330 200 scale butter machine.
Instructor 303 medevac, contact course 128.
And add this to the fact that I'm brutally tired from
Air Transat 232,
almost no
310,
sleep Saturday night
23,
flying back from Vegas. It will be nice to get home a little bit early, get a bit of sleep. Thank you so much, Skittles, for that. That was fantastic.
Hello,
We'll
Air
let
Transat
this
187
landing
heading
depart,
with
this
you.
landing
Air Transat 187 Heavy, Toronto Tower, hello, you are number 1.
line up
310,
clear a little bit,
27. Air July,
and then we'll head ourselves out of here very shortly. I don't know if I'll get many more, but we'll get a couple more. The unofficial, I mean the official end of the show is this Transat 330, but there's a couple more we'll get behind it.
Air Canada 936.
Then we can say we've done a full 3 hours. I feel better about myself. I like even numbers. See the lights of the plane behind it too. Dave, thank you, Davey. Welcome back, Monday nights at YYZ. $15 tip. Thank you so much, Davey. You are awesome. Really, really appreciate that. We're happy to be back. Monday nights at YYZ is like my favorite night. Monday's my favorite show. Always my favorite. Mondays. Alright. Y'all ready for some butter? pictures. We can do a little slideshow, say a few words. Thank you, Mel. Yow! Here's a yow, baby. MJ, welcome. Welcome to Founding Flyer membership, MJ.
Wait check on the south again, 30018, that's 23.
Skittles, you're amazing.
Hello, Jazz 995 ILS, runway 25.
5 memberships gifted. Thank you so much, Skittles.
3.5 miles ahead of you, wind 30018, that's 23.
ERB and John,
Number 2,
now
good land, runway
members.
24
Doug,
left, Jazz
member.
995.
Rob and Fareed, welcome folks. Welcome to Founding Flyer membership. So happy to have you here. That means you can join us Wednesday for our Google Meet with Mick from Air Traffic Control. The link will be posted on YouTube for members only, in a members only post. Doug, awesome, welcome. Skittles, you're fantastic. You're absolutely fantastic. Punta Cana, Sunwing, 4139, 737-800. Your generosity is warming my heart. Not my fingertips, but my heart. Really appreciate that.
Canada 463, contact ground 1219.
Doug, Rob, ERB. That's some awesome generosity. I love my viewers. You're all wonderful people.
4139, next
Looks like we'll actually end with the 737-800 from Montego Bay, Sunwing. That's kind of the end of this. Oh, never mind. We're going to end on the Dreamliner in 5 minutes, although that's probably going north. We'll see what happens. What do you say? 7879? 5 minutes? We got ourselves a bonus Dreamliner. Why not? And then I am too cold, so the Dreamliner will be it. Jazz Emperor 175. Air Canada Express, operated by Jazz Aviation. That one's from LaGuardia, flight 995. Is Dreamliner coming south? It looks like it is. Alright, so we got a few more planes. A few more planes than planned because we're going to end with the heavy. Up next, Air Canada 1094 and A320.
Jazz 995.
200.
Runway 24 right, contact ground 1219.
Coming in from San Diego, another city I would love to fly to. San Diego is fantastic. I took myself to California for my 40th. Just to celebrate the last couple months of my 30s, I guess. A couple years back. And yeah, I had a great time. Went to Los Angeles and San Diego. Just quickly, there's a really cool effect happening in the sky with this blue patch just sticking out there randomly. I mean, it's a little break in the clouds. Just shows you these skies doing. Skies are cool. We like the skies. Right, San Diego.
WestJet 2769 for
769 from Punta Cana, 737-800.
Air Canada 1094.
Man, it's a swoop livery.
121.9.
Love the swoop liveries. Still having the cool swoop liveries. Hope they never get rid of those.
For 30 Tower, with 30014, gusting 21, clear takeoff.
Yeah, no.
Takeoff runway 23, Porter 3
So did I say 215 mile final circle? Close final with 310 and 17, gust to 23, to the land runway 24. To the land runway 24,
Alright, we got two planes coming in, actually back to back. We got Flare, 737 MAX 8 in first. Look at that lineup. From Puerto Vallarta, 2621.
cross runway 24 right and contact ground on 1219. Crossing 24 right, 40 ground, push this 7.
And behind that, Rouge 1957 and A319 from Quebec City, and then our Dreamliner from Frankfurt Canada A330.
37.2.5 miles for the final if you haven't already. Wind 320, 16 gusts 23 to the land number 24 left.
Check to the land 24 left. Rouge 19.
Rouge 1957 from Quebec City on an A319, and then we'll have our final plane, 787 Dreamliner, Frankfurt.
Flare 2621, next right turn Delta 4, cross runway 24 right, contact ground on 1219. Okay, Delta 4 cross. Air Canada A4-3 Heavy Toronto Tower, number 2, following an Airbus 319 by 3 miles with a 310, 16 gust to 22 knots to the land number 24 left.
Rouge better vacate.
Rouge 1957, if you don't have Delta 2, expedite please at Delta 4 and cross runway 24 right, there's traffic a mile above final.
Yeah, expedite Delta 4 cross there. 4 right.
Rouge 1957, next to the Hato, contact ground on 112.
Light up 23, 157 left.
Sunwing 33 Toronto Tower, gate equal caution, wake Turbulence 787 is in the rollout with a 310, 17 gust 22, clear to land with 24 left.
That was tight. That was tight. All right, folks, thank you so much.
Airgate 4300, Delta 8,
Very much appreciate you all being here. We'll maybe see the Sunwing coming in because it is the... there's a Caribbean coming in a minute. Why not? Why not? It is, I like the Caribbean. Coming from Port of Spain. That'll be in just a moment. 737 MAX 8. So we'll quickly see the Sunwing 737-800 from Montego Bay, and then a 737 MAX 8. And that will be the end of the show officially, because I am cold and it is windy. But I appreciate y'all being here tonight, folks. You are fantastic. 2 more planes. For real this time. For real. We thought it was going to be the 330, and then cool things started happening. We'll let Nick film this Sunwing. Nick's in charge for a minute. I'll come back. Gotcha. I got your camera. I'll come back for the Caribbean.
Wind check 310, 16 gust 22.
Very happy to have Nick out here with us. He's welcome anytime. With a special stream dedicated to Alex, who we lost last week in the plane spotting community. His son Nick is joining us tonight. You're always welcome here, Nick. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, you're always welcome. So anytime we're streamed, feel free to come on out.
Transat A2 wind 300, 13.
And our last plane coming in. Caribbean 600 from Port of Spain. It doesn't have its super bright lights on yet, so it's a nice little view, actually. 737
600 Toronto Tower,
Max
good
8.
day. Winds at 310 at 15, gust to 22, clear to land runway 24 left.
24 left, 600.
Friday, weather permitting, for our stream from Toronto Pearson. Where we'll be, who knows? Arrivals, departures, depends on the winds, depends on the weather, depends on what's going on. But you're all fantastic people. Thank you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that button. It will always be a free show. Thanks to everyone who became a member today. Jen, I'll get out as soon as I can get off work. And I got to pick up the family, so it'll be later, maybe 6 o'clock or so, maybe 6:30. We'll see. I'll let everybody know. But thanks so much for joining us. Please subscribe. Thanks to all the new members. You can join us for our Google Meet on Wednesday evening where we're talking to an air traffic controller. You're all wonderful. Embrace the journey, everybody. Good night.
Photo 211 with 310, 13, 15, 20,
Crazy Hawk 23, quarter 211.
France 351 Heavy, Toronto